I'm sorry, Catherine, but from now on, I'll be taking Alex from you, okay? What kind of reason is that? The two of you get back here right now. I don't even get why you think texting me something like that was such a good way to try and end things. I'm not gonna let you off the hook, Nicole. I don't really care if you're okay with this or not. That's why I think the two of us should just calm down now. But he just took your older sister's fiancé from her. Why the hell would you do something so horrible to me? For how long have the two of you been dating behind my back? We only just started going out with each other. Alex and his friends came into the bar I've been working part-time at. And after talking for a little while, they asked me to join them for drinks after my shift finished. And so I did. And then from there, the two of us started to really get into one another. And that's how we started dating. What? Maybe I'm the reason some stick in the mud like you ended up losing your fiancé and chance at marriage. I'm sure once he got a taste of me and my fantastic character, he no longer needed you around. You should be thankful that I was able to save him from your grips when he was looking for something a bit more colorful with another woman. Excuse me? I'm gonna be honest, I've always hated the idea of you. You were the more serious of us two, and Mom and Dad always seemed to care more about you. You did so well in high school and in college and always ended up finishing at the top. And when it came to you finding a job, you landed a spot in a very large and still growing company. And even after all of that, you decided to find a man that was going to marry you. That's disgusting to me. So for the longest time, I just thought it would be nice if at least once I could do better than you. You're kidding me. That's going to be your reason for stealing my fiancé away from me? Well, to be frank, I didn't think this would work out so well for me, but Alex turned out to be a lot more into me than I was expecting. I think he really wasn't happy with the effort you put into the relationship you guys had before. Huh? All I had to do was show him a little loving, and he immediately told me that he loved me. He said that I'm way more cute than you, and know how to have fun. He then said that if he had to choose who to make his wife, he'd rather have me over you. What? And I've been hearing from both Mom and Dad that they want me to hurry up and find a life of my own outside their house. So now that I have your man with me, I'll be leaving. I'll make sure to do what you never could and make Alex one big, happy man for you. Hey, Alex, do you really plan to just throw away the plans you and I had together? Are you really okay with running away with Nicole and starting a life with her?
Yeah, I plan on marrying Nicole now. But having to marry your little sister after saying I would marry you, I don't think that'll go over well with your parents. And so that's why I think the two of us are gonna have to stay away from you guys forever and have our wedding.
We've been dating for 5 years, and I was so happy to have you finally propose to me. So why the hell would you throw me away like this? Was there something so wrong with me that made you choose that path?
Well, there was, yeah. If you want me to make this blunt, I'd say that dating you always tired me out a lot. You were always way too serious about everything. I was fine with that at first, but being with someone as perfect as you started to put loads of pressure on me.
Huh?
You ended up graduating from a university far better than mine, and with the work you found, you're making way more money than me in a year. And when it comes to your cooking and cleaning, you're just too perfect. You've even started to diet for the wedding we had planned on, and you've lost 20 pounds. Being next to someone that is so perfect and always does everything right, it's tough.
You're saying that's all been tough on you? I remember you telling me something completely different when we started dating. You said that you liked all of those things about me, right? You would always cheer me on doing so well, but now you're saying that was too much for you?
Of course, when we first started going out, I really liked all of that about you. But come on, you being that perfect just wore me out. It made me feel like I was never good enough for you and just a mess. And it always hurt me thinking that way.
Really?
If maybe you were bad at cooking, or maybe didn't do chores that well, at least then I would have accepted you more as wife material.
Hold on, Alex. You told me a while back that you didn't like my cooking or the way I did chores, so I went through all the hard work to make myself perfect for you. And now you're saying you don't like that and want me to have some weak points? I went through days and weeks of learning how to do better and how to cook all the meals you liked, and now you're telling me I've been doing too well and that it's tired you out? You can't say things like that to me, Alex.
Shut up. I don't expect for you to understand how I'm feeling right now. Unlike you, my education is less, and the money I make is less. Can't you see that living in your shadow for years now has made me feel insignificant?
Alex!
So unlike you, your little sister is perfect for being at my side. No matter where I take her, she always praises me for taking her to places she's never seen before. Whenever I do anything with her, she's so cute and tells me how well I'm doing. Even when I just take her out to eat fast food, she'll say how happy she is I'm paying for her. I guess men can never resist a woman that actually looks up to them as their man of the house.
I see. So you never got any of those reactions from me then, huh?
When it comes to a married couple, the love they show for each other goes both ways. But when one is perfect compared to the other, they begin to tire the other one out. I'm happy that you and I were able to be together, but now that I've just seen how perfect you are, I think you'd be better off by yourself so that you could continue to be better than everyone else. See ya!
Catherine, I plan on coming back to Mom and Dad's house today, and so I plan on also taking over your room, okay? Wait, Nicole? I saw that while Alex and I have been away from everyone, you ended up going back to Mom and Dad's house, right? So that must mean you've been living in my bedroom while I've been gone, right? I'd like for you to give me my room back now. I'm sorry, but it's time for you to leave their house again. I'll be needing that room back by today. Wait a second, Nicole. Why are you coming back here now? The whole reason that Mom and Dad brought me back to live with them is because they were completely shocked by the way you ran off with Alex and married him. Yet now you think you can come back and live here? Well, actually, Alex and I have split up, and that's why I'll be coming home now. You guys broke up? But didn't you tell me the whole reason you took him from you was because you made him so much happier? I heard that you guys have already gotten married to each other then everything. Well, I found out that he wasn't as happy with me as I first thought, so that's why the two of us got a divorce. What? I mean, Alex turned out to be a bit more of a handful man than I first thought he'd be. If I didn't tell him how happy I was about him every other moment that we were together, he'd get all upset with me and throw a fit. And he'd even start getting all childish and say that because he didn't make me happy anymore, he no longer paid for my food at restaurants, even though we were married. So after a little bit of dealing with his attitude, I just couldn't do it anymore. And that's the reason for you two to get a divorce? Also, you'd think that because I'm so cute and he was able to get a young wife like me, he'd work harder to make more money for us, right? Well, after 3 years, he still wasn't making any more than he was when we met first. I thought if he could be with someone as amazing as you, he'd at least be able to make a lot of money himself. Yet, he never once got a raise or anything, so I told him it was over. And so you think you can just casually come home now? I can't believe you're not even embarrassed by any of that. Huh? Why would I be embarrassed? There's tons of people that return to their parents' house after getting divorced. However, in my case, my room has been taken over by you. I can't believe you'd do something like that to me. The only one I can't believe is you. Mom, Dad, and myself have no plans forever forgiving you for what you did. So go out and find a place to live at by yourself because you're not welcome back here. I can't. I don't even have the money right now to get a place for my own. And while living together with Alex for a while, I began to miss the easy life I had back with Mom and Dad. When I didn't have parents around to do all the cooking and cleaning for me, it felt like a nightmare. So that's why I'll definitely be coming home. I should have known you'd be that self-centered. And that's why I chose to sell most of your things, and I'll be using the money to take care of my shopping. Wait, you sold my things? Wait, where the hell are you right now, Nicole? I thought you told me you were only just starting to coming back home right now. Huh? Actually, I've been home for a little bit now. I saw that you guys had changed the lock to the house and all, but the back sliding door was open, so I chose to let myself in. And then I went right to your room and put them all on social media, and they've sold. What? And so, with that, I'd like you to go live on your own now. You don't even have a room here anymore. And I'm sorry, but I had all my things delivered here today, so I'm already unpacking. But I've already been living on my own already. Huh? I still don't understand why you'd break into the house on your own and then end up selling all the things in that room. There's really no hope left for a child like you. Wait, so you've already gone back to living on your own again? That's strange. I heard that after losing your fiancé, you ended up moving back in with mom and dad. That's right, and to keep mom and dad from worrying about you and me, I ended up going home to them. But right after that, we chose to sell that house and move out. Huh? You sold the house? And then, after we'd done that, I went back to living on my own again. Mom and dad went and moved into a condo, and that's where they're living at the moment. What the heck? I never knew about any of that. Why would you guys sell that place without ever telling me? Shut the hell up, Nicole. It's your fault in the first place that we chose to never speak to you again about anything ever again. Huh? Why are you blaming me for this? The story of you and Alex running away from us after you stole him from me started to spread around the neighborhood. And then they'd always come to us about it, and it was completely embarrassing. No matter what we tried to do or where we tried to go, everyone was talking about how we did something wrong to upset you two, and that's why you ran. And since we could never get anyone to shut up about you guys, we had to end up running ourselves. Whoa, so that all happened when I was gone, huh? We thought that at some point everyone would just leave us alone, and we could wait until then. But over time, more and more people would come by and say things to us, and it was driving us mad. Luckily, at the time we all were fed up, Dad was able to get his retirement, and we were able to sell that house. Is that so? And because of that, I chose to go back to living on my own. And Mom and Dad wanted to relax somewhere far away, and that's why they chose to move into a condo resort. Huh? Wait a minute. So, the things that I chose to sell have nothing to do with you? That's right. None of us live in that house anymore. Well, then who's the things that I ended up selling and throwing away? It's none of your things, and you guys ended up selling this place? Whose things were all of those? I have no clue. We left that house to be sold by realtors. I heard that they might have turned out to renting the house out. Maybe those things that were in there belong to the realtors or something like that, but Mom and Dad and I have no idea who's living there now. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap! So that means that I have just broken into the house and sold the things of someone I don't know? I really just did something that I really shouldn't have done, right? Yeah, normally that'd be something that the police would have to get involved with, and that's why I took the liberty of calling them for whoever owns that house. I think that both the police and the realtors will be showing us there soon now. So just hang tight and stay quiet so that they can handle everything for you. What? You're lying about calling the police on me, right? Did you really just sell me out to the police? I can't just look away from a crime, and so I'll be going now.
Catherine, it's been a while. Are you doing all right for yourself?
Oh, hi, Alex. I'm doing all right here, but I'd assume you're in need of help. I heard about it already from Nicole, but the two of you got divorced.
Yeah, I was finally able to get away from her, and things feel a whole lot better. Being married to Nicole was the worst experience of my life. I honestly wonder why I even chose to marry her in the first place.
Huh?
At first, I thought it was cute how she always relied on me for everything. But things never changed between us, as she never got any better. She never worked a job, and she'd barely be able to get any of the housework done. That whole time, it just felt as though I was the one doing everything. Having to live with someone like that really burned me out.
But wasn't that the kind of marriage you wanted? After all, you didn't want to have to marry someone as perfect as me, right? That's the reason you said you loved Nicole and you ran off with her to get married.
Well, I finally realized what happened there. I was too naive at the time to realize that I really should have stayed with someone that was better than me. In reality, I have always still loved you, actually. So please, Catherine, can you and I get married?
What?
I'm sorry for hurting you 3 years ago. I really must have left you with sad memories of the day Nicole and I ran away from you and your family. But I promise from now on that I'll make all of that up to you by making you the happiest girl. I'll show you that I can be a man that doesn't create stupid situations and cause you embarrassment. And I will never again say something as selfish as you being too perfect for me and tiring me out. So please marry me.
I'm sorry, I have my wedding tomorrow.
What? Your wedding? You're going to be getting married tomorrow then?
Yes, I started going out with an awesome man, and so we're getting married. And even the kind of man that respects all the effort I've put into becoming who I am, and strives to become perfect himself. He told me that he wants to be with me, not only because he loves me, but because he sees my achievements as something he wants to set as his own goals.
No, that guy is definitely lying to you. I'm sure he'll just end up like me from the past and leave you right before the wedding. I think if you plan to get married, you should come back to me.
Thank you for worrying about me, but I'll be fine. The man I'm with now graduated from the same college as me, and he's even started working within the same company as me too.
What?
Unlike you, he seems to enjoy being with me and only feels the pressure to fight as hard as I do to succeed. And when I told him about the reasons why you left me for Nicole, he started to burst out laughing about you. He said you had all the wrong reasons for feeling pressured. I just had to tell him that you were a pathetic man.
What? Excuse me?
He even told me that even if either one of us begins to make far more than the other, he'd never let that be a reason to leave me. He said that having someone close to him that was strong enough to make large amounts of money makes him feel so happy inside. And that'll be the man that I marry tomorrow.
Wait, Catherine, I finally come around to noticing that as well. So don't you think it'd be easier to come back to me?
I'm going to say no, thank you. Well, now I have to start getting myself prepared for the wedding tomorrow. Have a good one, Alex. What am I going to do, Catherine? I was just given a bill from the realtors asking me to pay them back $20,000 for all the things I sold. They're telling me that if I don't get the money to them soon, that I'll be taken away by the police. Wait, you still haven't gone to jail yet? Those are some really kind realtors then. They aren't kind at all. They're asking me for $20,000. How would I ever be able to just have that kind of money laying around right now? But you have the money from selling all the other things as well as the money from the divorce, right? That should be enough to pay all of it. Well, if it's not too much to ask, can you help me out of this a little? You're working for a large company with a huge salary right now, right? So you should already have a lot saved up in your savings, right? I do, but I'm not going to help you. Then can you at least tell me where Mom and Dad moved to so that I can go and see them? I tried yesterday to call both of them for some reason. Neither of them picked up. I really just wanted to go back to living with them. I want to live together with Mom and Dad again. But you showed us that you wanted to be away from them for the rest of your life when you ran away with Alex. You told the both of them to shut up and just let you go. Yet now you're asking for them to take you back in after all you did? I don't get it, especially when it was all your fault for even having us sell our old house. Well, that was, Well, I guess if you'd like, you can go talk to them. But I remember them both telling me very clearly that they don't want to see you anymore. They are both telling me that now, actually, as we speak. Right now? So you guys are all together right now? Well, yeah, today's the day of my wedding, right? They're here right now to celebrate the wedding of their only daughter, after all. What? You're getting married today? Because of you taking that dirtbag Alex away from me, I was able to find a much more appropriate man for me to live with. So I have to say thank you for that. But since you stole my fiancé from me, I will never be forgiving you. Now, have a great time with the police. You don't have the money, so you might as well make it easy for everyone and go to jail. After that, Nicole went around to anyone she could find asking them to give her some money to help her pay off her troubles, and it seems she was able to make that happen. However, because she had to give all her money to them, she's now stuck working nights at a local bar in town every day of the week. But I've heard from rumors that everything has really gotten to her, and she's now doing worse than ever trying to gamble her money away for a lucky hit. And to make things worse, she started working at a strip club to make a little extra cash. But with her gambling problems only getting worse, she's now going to even further into debt trying to fight her stress. And as for Alex, he had tried going back to live with his parents again, but they already knew about what he'd done and told him to never show his face to them ever again. Right now, he's working at a toy factory in town, and on his days off, he's trying as hard as he can to find someone that'll marry him. But because he's holding such terrible standards for all the women he meets, like them having to make more money than him, and that they have to be perfect at doing housework, he hasn't found anyone willing to be with him.